Our next performer is originally from Texas. He has won multiple awards for Best Score and Musical Awards in New York and LA for The Last Session and also for The Big Voice, God or Merman. And you can see him right here at the Metropolitan Room, March 13th at 7 p.m. Please welcome Steve Shacklin.
I'd rather be naked in the freezing rain, swimming with some killer sharks, swallowing a poison pill, getting mugged in city parks, sailing in an iceberg flow, clubbing little baby seals, sliding down a razor blade, sharing someone's prison meals, vacationing in Syria, then having to explain myself to you. Everybody sing! Vacationing in Syria, and having to explain myself to you. Oh, what a wonderful chorus. Happy up-tempo songs. I'd rather be shooting up in Sunday school, tearing cats and dogs apart, diving on a hand grenade, smelling someone else's fart, drowning in an acid bath, milking angry tigers' tits, doing college-level math, cut up into little bits, vacationing in Syria, then having to explain myself to you. Ever feel that way? You say you want to talk, but then I find you drifting off, because you think you know what I am trying hard to say. But if you never listen, then this whole thing is a sham, and I'm not really in the mood to play. I'd rather be drinking sour dinner wine, jumping on a hornet's nest, barefoot in a cactus bed, see my mom and dad undressed. Underneath an avalanche, roasting in an open fire, watching basic cable news, wear a burning rubber tire, vacationing in Syria, then having to explain myself to you. I'd rather sip a cocktail in some Molotov cafe, drive a car a countryside patrolled by army drone, volunteer for ISIS just to pass the time of day, anything to make you go away. I'd rather see Donald Duck as president, Kim Jong-un in underpants, stuck inside a spider web, neck deep in some killer ants, eating worms and vomit sauce, sizzling in an acid rain, amputating body parts, run down by a speeding train, vacationing in Syria, then having to explain myself to you. I love you, but it's true. It's like vacationing in Syria with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm sending this. I'm sending this off, a little dedication to my friend Bobby in Cincinnati. He's watching. Hi, Bobby. You can take a shower now. You're in love with someone I never could be. Beyond some wild romantic fantasy. And I don't want to hurt that image, 'cause I like that portrait of me. But if we're gonna move ahead, you might want to fall in love with me instead. You're in love with someone I never could be. You make love to him, but never me. Like we're in some kind of movie, and you've cast me in the part where I'm locked away in prison while the villain steals your heart. You're in love with someone I never could be. I could try to live up to what you think of me. I could try, but it takes up so much energy. Now I wonder if I've loved someone who's not you. It's so amazing, how can you be true? Well, if so, then that's a challenge, 'cause from here I like the view. But if we're gonna see it through, I might need to get to know the real you too. Maybe this takes a lifetime to figure out. Maybe this is what love is really all about. Somewhere in that fantasy's a piece of me. But how do I tell you? You must set me free from someone I never could be. You're in love with someone I never could be.
Steve Shacklin, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Oh, how beautiful. Thank you, Steve.